In the heart of Ethiopia's highlands, a story of resilience and tragedy unfolds. This is the story of the Amhara people, whose history since the early 1970s has been shaped by revolution, political upheaval, and a relentless struggle for survival. The year is 1974. The ancient monarchy of Emperor Haile Selassie crumbles, replaced by the military junta known as the Derg. What began as a promise of revolution quickly descended into a reign of terror. For the Amhara, this meant land confiscation, forced villagization, and the conscription of their sons into brutal wars. Famine and political purges scarred the landscape, leaving a generation to mourn their losses under the watchful eyes of a repressive state. In 1991, a new chapter began with the rise of the EPRDF coalition, dominated by the TPLF. A new constitution introduced ethnic federalism, carving Ethiopia into regional states. While intended to empower diverse groups, for many Amhara, it marked the beginning of systematic marginalization. They found themselves minorities in newly drawn regions, their identity politicized and their security threatened. Massacres in places like Abagagu and Bedino became grim landmarks in a long history of violence and displacement, sparking protests from students who were often met with arrests and suppression. The year 2018 brought a wave of hope with the rise of Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed. But this hope was short-lived. The transition to the Prosperity Party era soon gave way to an unprecedented escalation of violence. In regions like Wulliga, Shashiman, and Arsi, Amhara communities faced systematic attacks. Headlines screamed of massacres in Tol and Hawa Jelen, where hundreds were killed in a single day. The promise of reform dissolved into a nightmare of burning villages, drone strikes, and mass graves. As if this weren't enough, the TPLF's invasion of the Amhara and Afar regions in 2021 brought further devastation. And when the federal government declared a disarmament campaign in 2023, it quickly spiraled into an all-out war on the Amhara region itself. Cities like Gondar and Bahir Dar became battlegrounds. A state of emergency was declared, leading to mass arrests of journalists, activists, and ordinary citizens, silencing those who dared to speak out. Today, amid the ruins, the Amhara people endure. They rebuild their homes, their children study beside bombed-out schools, and their priests pray in desecrated churches. Once central to Ethiopia's statehood, the Amhara now fight for their very existence, for survival, and for recognition. To ignore their suffering is to erase a vital and tragic part of history. Thank you for watching. Please follow our channel to stay informed.